This is the Tai Chi 6 form, stress reduction. Opening the door. Parting wild horse's mane. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Roll back. Press. And push. Wave hands like clouds 2 times. It's 1. And 2. The rooster stands on 1 leg. 2 times. 1 and 2. Cross hands and close. I like to finish with a bow. All right. So now I'll do the back view, so if you want, you can follow along. The Tai Chi 6 form for stress reduction, adjusting the posture for preparation, opening the door. Parting wild horse's mane. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Roll back. Press. And push. Wave hands like clouds 2 times. It's 1. And 2. The rooster stands on 1 leg 2 times. Right. And then left. Cross hands. And close. We can finish with the bow. All right, how did it feel? Remember, it's how it feels, not how it looks, especially at first. So at first, just become familiar with the movements. Then over time, you'll start to develop the timing and the form a little bit better, and it'll feel more comfortable and more flowing. But once again, it's more important if you're getting the benefits. All right, so just by showing up, you're getting the benefits. If you're doing any movement at all, it's better than none. Now, if you do up to 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, the research shows that's actually ideal for getting significant improvements. So try to shoot towards that, slowly progressing towards that. All right, but if you're doing once a day or once a week even, then that's fine to start with. So just meet yourself where you're at. As I always like to say, so important. All right, so let me know how it felt. Feels great, awesome. All right, love in the comments, letting go, yes. All right, so we're gonna break down. So we'll break down the last movement of the series, cross hands and close. All right, so I'll demonstrate it first from the front view, and then we'll break it down in more detail. All right, so it's kind of easier to do. So at the end of cloud hands, so we'll start there. So at the end of cloud hands, the rooster stands on one leg, right? Rooster stands on one leg, left. Cross hands and close. All right, so let's do it at the end of the rooster, okay, left. The end of the rooster, I'll do it one more time, just demonstrating. Cross hands and close. All right, let's do the back view footwork first. All right, so you can follow along if you like. So at the end of the rooster, left, the second rooster, the right foot is out 45 degrees in relation to, forward. So we're out 45 degrees at an angle. The left leg is lifted. Now you can always just keep the toe down if you want, just to practice for now. Okay, and then wherever your left leg is, you're gonna step down, shoulder width apart. All right, then shift all your weight to the left leg, lift the right toes, pivot so that now both feet are parallel facing forward, and then both legs soften down if they're not already. And then they rise up, straightening the legs, keeping a slight bend, and then the arms float down. Then shift your weight to the right leg, empty the left, then lift the left, and then step down toe first, then midfoot heel. All right, that's the footwork. We'll do that again. So right foot is out 45 degrees at the end of the rooster left. The left leg is up. So from here, step down with the left foot shoulder width apart-ish. Turn the right foot in so both feet are parallel and they should be softened down. And then as the arms rise up, your knees straighten, everything gets taller, and then shift your weight to the right leg, step the left foot in. And that's how we close. All right, now the arms. So at the end of the rooster left, I'll just do the front view. The right hand is down, the left hand is up. All right, so as we step down, the hands both scoop out to the sides. So right now they're at shoulder width apart. I'm sorry, they're at shoulder height. They're pointing at the corners though, okay? And then as we shift our foot forward, we're softening down, crossing the wrist. The right is under the left. And then as the arms rise up, the knees straighten. And then when you get to shoulder height, the palms rotate to face up. They separate shoulder width, shoulder height. And then the palms rotate down and press down to the hips. And then when they get there, very gently start to turn them in so that the palms face the thighs. You can rest your hands right on your thighs. And then you shift your weight to the right leg, step the left foot in, and that's how we close. Now the arms are not real rigid, so a little bit of space between the torso and the arms. So a little bit of roundness. So it's not really any position where we want to be rigid in Tai Chi. It's about letting go of tension. All right, I'll do that again from the front view, and then I'll do the back view one more time. So at the end of the rooster, the left hand is up, the right hand is down. So as you step down, the arms sweep out to the sides. So the right hand comes up, the left hand comes over, then they scoop down as you turn the right foot forward. They cross wrists, right under left. The right guides the left up. They separate, palms up. Then when they get to shoulder width, palms down, pressing down towards the hips, and then they find their way towards the thighs as you step in. And that's how we close the door. All right. So, let's do the back view too. All right, so at the end of the rooster, right hand is down, left hand is up, left leg is lifted, right foot is out 45 degrees. So step down, the arms sweep out to the sides, turn the right foot forward, cross the wrists down low, rising up, and then stay nice and tall as you separate the hands, palms up, palms rotate to face down, pressing down. The hands come towards the thighs. Step the left foot in, toe first, and then heel. All right, so that is closing the door, or sometimes it's called closing or close. Cross hands, even though we're crossing the wrists, it's traditionally called cross hands. All right, now as you can see, I like to do a little bit of explanation of the martial application. All right, just so you have a sense of how it was originally designed. All right, so at the end of the rooster, we talked about how we lifted up the arm so we could strike with our knee to an opponent. Okay, then the arm, as we step down, now the arms come out to the sides. So from here, we can do a block, or we could even do a strike, but more often it's going to be a block or a grab. Remember, whenever the hands are open, it can be used as a grab to control your opponent. All right, and then as the arms come down, okay, so this can be a way if someone was to grab your wrist, then you could bring them down. All right, so that's one way you could break their grasp on your arm, or you could just bring them down and then lift them up. And then once again, you could do another technique if you like with the legs, the knee, a kick. Lots of options, all right? Or what you can do it could also be, once again, a block. Okay, so you're protecting yourself here. And then as the arms separate, once again, control, because now the arms are open so I can grab. And then the arms float down. All right, and then from here, we're just closing the door, we're just closing the sequence. Coming back to, sometimes it's return to normal, it's actually sometimes called too. Whatever normal is, whatever your normal is. All right, so remember, it's not about comparing with other people where you're at right now. It's just meeting yourself where you're at. We're all at different stages in life. We're all at different levels of physical abilities, mental, emotional. And so the key is that we're never gonna get perfect. We're never gonna get to the point where everything is just, there's never any suffering, or there's never any pain, I should say that. All right, some say you can end suffering, but that is not so easy. But I think that the key is to just go in the right direction, is my point. All right, if we're going in the right direction, that's at least preventing us from going the other way. Because if it's really hard to stay just in the center balance without ever having any fluctuations, all right, I guess if you're a robot, that might be possible, but most people here aren't. And so in general, everything tends to decline as we age, or most things, right? And so if we start to move and we start to train the body, we train the heart, train the mind through Tai Chi, then we go the other way. So we can not only reduce that regression down, but we can actually improve. We can improve things all the way till the end, all right? Because our brain can really create new connections throughout our whole life, no matter how old you are. So it's really good for cognitive function, it's good for flexibility, balance, and strength. And as you probably experienced today, reducing stress and creating inner peace. Thank you so much for joining me for this 6-lesson series, the Tai Chi 6 Form for Beginners. I hope you got a lot of benefits from this. In fact, I'd love it if you went into the comments and typed your #1 benefit that you got from this series. All right, well, I really appreciate your time, your presence, and your energy. And until we meet again, I wish you peace, happiness, and harmony. Thank you.